The beginnings. The Mughal Empire lasted for almost 350 years and was one of the greatest empires India has ever seen. India has always been one of the most diverse nations in the world. It has many languages, religions, and cultures. The Mughal Empire united many tribes in India. The Mughals oversaw India's greatest flourishing of art, culture, architecture, and imperial strength, especially in the 16th and 17th centuries. Babur, 1483 to 1530. Babur, the founder of the Mughal Empire, was descended from the Mongol Emperor Genghis Khan and the Mongol Turkish Emperor Timur. It is from this connection that the Mughal Empire gets its name. In Persian, Mughal means Mongolian. Babur was unable to get control of Samarkand, so he turned his attentions to other places. In 1504, Babur captured the city of Kabul in modern-day Afghanistan. From his base in Kabul, he faced the Persians in the west and Uzbeks in the north. Babur's only way to gain more land and power was to move south into India. As he moved south into India, Babur defeated the Lodi army using skillful strategies against a much larger army. Victory at the Battle of Panipat brought Babur the prized cities of Delhi and Agra. However, the Lodi army of Delhi was not his only enemy. The Rajput army also wanted to control Delhi. Babur defeated the Rajputs at Kanwa in March 1527. Over the next 3 years, Babur occupied most of northern India. However, after his death, his son Humayun was forced out of rule by the Afghan armies of Sher Shah. Later, Humayun regained his title but died the next year. Akbar, 1542 to 1605. By the time Akbar came to power in 1556, he had to win back and secure much of the land his grandfather Babur had won. Akbar not only did this, but he expanded the empire as well. He united his empire with that of the Rajputs by marrying a Rajput princess and changing some laws to make Hindus and Muslims more equal. Akbar's empire thus became the largest in India's history since the time of Asoka some 1,300 years previously. It made him the most successful of the Mughal emperors. Akbar is also known for his marvelous palaces. His most famous one was in the town of Fatehpur Sikri near Agra. This palace was built from the red stone found there. Fatehpur Sikri served as Akbar's capital from 1571 to 1585. Then it was abandoned for lack of fresh water. One of Akbar's great talents was to use craftsmen from all over the region with their different artistic styles. He put them to use to create his own style of architecture. His intelligence is shown in the construction of the Diwan-e-Khas, Hall of Private Audience. It is a room specifically built so the emperor can speak to someone in private, but people below can hear as well. Jahangir, 1569 to 1627. After Akbar's death in 1605, Akbar's only surviving son, Jahangir, became emperor. During his time as emperor, there were few incidents to cause him trouble. He spent his time advancing the arts. One of the greatest artistic advances in this period was the development of miniatures. These are small paintings that combined Persian and Mughal painting styles. Shah Jahan, 1592 to 1666. When Shah Jahan, Jahangir's third son, came to power, he changed Akbar's policies of equality and tolerance in the empire. He ordered a stricter interpretation of Islam and destroyed many Hindi temples. Shah Jahan had to fight many battles to stop various Indian states from declaring independence. As well, he had to fight with the Rajputs and Turks. The Shah Jahan period was considered the finest for Mughal architecture. Among his greatest achievements was moving the Mughal capital to Delhi. There he built the Red Fort, which was the centerpiece of the empire for 200 years. He also built the Agra Fort and many mosques and gardens. However, his most famous building was the Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal. The world-famous Taj Mahal was built by Shah Jahan as a tomb for his wife, Mumtaz Mahal. She died after giving birth to their 14th child. Artists and builders from all over the empire were chosen for the job. Even skilled people from Central Asia and Iran were asked to work on the Taj Mahal. After Shah Jahan died, he was buried next to his wife. Aurangzeb, 1618 to 1707. Shah Jahan's son Aurangzeb wanted to expand the Mughal Empire south into the territory of southern India. Even though he expanded the empire greatly, his control was weak, and he had to fight many battles to keep the lands he captured. He also made enemies of the Hindu princes by imposing strict Islamic rule. As a result of his weakness, much of India broke into small semi-independent territories controlled by local officials or landowners. The power of the Mughals declined throughout the 17th century until the magnificence of the Indian cultures and the country's wealth was discovered by the Persians and then by the Europeans. Nadir Shah. The greatest threat to the empire was Nadir Shah, who became the Emperor of Persia in 1736. He had aggressive plans to expand his empire. In 1739, he took Kabul, the city held by the Mughals since the time of Babur. After this success, Nadir Shah moved south and took Delhi. Many warriors were killed on both sides.